Hello, welcome back to Philosoweebs. 40 years of weeb here.
And I'm T-Cone.
Hell yeah. How you doing, T-Cone?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Pretty good. I'm trying to match that energy of last week.
Yeah, Don the Damn! Don the Damn, baby! I just blew out someone's eardrum. Holy shit.
Yeah, you're going to blow out yours when you edit this motherfucker. You're going to go, oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That was my favorite, dude. When I was editing last week and, I said that and you just start laughing, that, makes my day. When I listen to podcasts, my favorite is, just that genuine, connection the hosts have, and they really just enjoy what they're doing. We had that, and it made me laugh so hard.
Awesome.
I died.
Hell yeah. No, I love laughing. I feel like I laugh more when I'm watching media or listening. I laugh more when I just hear other people laughing.
Me too,
that
yeah.
effect. So, absolutely. And that can lead right into, I know we don't want to talk about it too much because we want to have a dedicated episode.
What's that?
But My Anoka Punch.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I do want to do a dedicated episode.
That was one thing that I remembered, and it fit perfectly because it's so relatable, in my opinion, to what we're doing, obviously, because it's all about content creation. And it was when Masaki was editing, and then Liv wanted to help her edit. And, she's like, no, you're doing it all wrong. We had a cut here. There's too much, going on. And she's like, but, that's, what it's all about. Because it was them, all, making fun of each other, laughing, having fun. And Masaki just wanted to cut it to where it's oh, we're going to eat this today. And then she ate it, she cut out half the genuine enjoyment.
The
that they
joy,
have,
yeah.
the stuff that people actually like and what draws people to you. So I think that's very interesting. And I think that's going to be part of my philosophy going forward with this whole thing. So
I think so. Yeah, like I said, that was my goal in the beginning. Just be me to the nth degree, but be me for sure.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Damn straight. Well, hell yeah, man. Let's get into it. What excited you this week?
What excited me this week? So I didn't do too much this week, but Stalker 2 came out, so I've been playing that. Read some Oshi no Ko, but I think that was more... Well, I read a little after our last episode, which got me up to where Ruby had her little realization there, and I'm like, oh, snap.
Did you finish the 8th volume?
Yes.
Okay.
That was the end, basically.
Right. I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, now you're in it. Now you're in the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Basically. They found Goro's body.
Yes. Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So, it's painful. It is painful. And to anyone who's tracking, yes, I forgot to read it last week. So I had to wait a whole other week because my dumb ass. So I will be doing that as soon as you're done talking about whatever yours.
All right. And then Don to Dom was amazing, as always. I can't get over how good that looks too. It. You know me. I'm pretty critical about the animation.
I'd say picky.
Not disappointed. It has not disappointed me.
No, it's great. Their use of color, everything. Everything about it. I really love the I forgot what they call them, but the cutoff spaces. Whatever these other dimensions they're being put into.
Yeah.
I love it so much. It's so cool.
Yeah.
And now that Ira is involved, you're getting more than just Okura and Momo together. You're getting another person into the dynamics, right?
Yeah.
And Ira, we already have a really funny cast, but Ira is so full of herself in this way that's she comes off so prim and proper, but then she's falling in love with Okarun.
Yeah.
And it's so funny. And I know you've heard this a million times, but I'm gonna say it again. The moment where she's eating with them and she's calling Momo a demon, and she says, "How is that your grandma? She's so young and beautiful. She can never be." And Seiko just goes, "You're right. Momo's a demon. Eat as much as you like."
Yep.
And it makes me laugh so hard. That was the moment that I really, truly fell in love with Seiko. Of course, I was already leaning towards her, but that was when I'm I love her.
Yeah.
It's so fucking funny. And this episode was just for that whole opening is one of my favorite.
It was a great episode.
Yeah.
It made me laugh the first half, and then made me just hype the second half with all the shit going on. So.
For sure, especially emotionally. I'm a sucker, I am when it comes to this rom-com shit. It's seeing Momo's frustrations about the the misunderstanding with him and Ira and everything. It's aw, and they're together, and then she's alone, and she's she just wants to be with Okarun.
Yeah.
Right? You know
Yeah.
that's what she wants.
Yeah.
So,
They're cute. They're adorable.
It's so cute. And he's like flustered because, of course, he likes Momo, but then also, Iris also
Girl
super
likes
hot. And
me.
she's
like,
talking to
yeah,
me. You know?
Yeah.
So we've all had to think with our little Okarun, so I know what he's thinking.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. Think with our little Okarun is crazy.
Hey man, we've all been led around by our little Okaruns from time to time.
This is true. This is true.
And it will happen again.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
But Okarun, he stays loyal to his woman.
He does. He does.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he's not getting any. But, you know,
Yeah.
what are you
Hey.
gonna do?
Well, that's true loyalty right there. He's not getting any. He's still sticking loyal.
Well, they're also in middle school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like their age lets them go a little longer. You know, it's like, I don't need to fuck right now, I guess.
Oh, my God.
Like, I was still a virgin at their age.
Do we think Okarun's going to be a player when he grows up? Is this what we think?
If he has any smarts about him, yes. In like 2 years, I would give him like 2 years.
Wow.
Right? Give him like 2 years being the center of attention with his harem thing, and there's going to be a switch one day that gets flipped and makes him go, they're all really beautiful. Either I can go with this or I'm going to lose it all. So we'll see. He also might just fuck it up.
That's true.
Right? Because, like, let's face it, guys are idiots.
This is true.
You know, he'll get too full of himself and they'll be like, oh, well, we don't like you anymore. What we liked about you is now gone. Right? Maybe they like him because he doesn't think that he's worth it.
Yeah. Wow. Holy cow. I didn't think we were going to be getting this deep with
let's
this.
get
Holy cow.
Well, listen, I love Don Don so much, and it's hard for me to get past, like, oh my God, Don Don damn! You know what I mean? It's hard to move past that.
Yeah.
But there is stuff in there that we could technically dig in on if we wanted to.
Yeah.
You know, there sure is.
Yeah. Wow.
You know.
Yeah, no, I never even I mean, mostly because like I'm enjoying it as a fiction, so it's like, yeah, Momo and Okarun, they're gonna get together, they're gonna be happy forever after. But like, then we really could, like, as you're doing, like, dive into the psychology of it. And
right?
That's awesome.
I mean, hell, we probably will one day.
Yeah.
You know, for sure.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. It's one of those things. It's like, I don't ever want it to end. I want fucking Don Don to be like One Piece, going
Just
20
keep
years
going.
from now. Like, just go, baby.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Except I want them to grow up. Let's have it end when they're in college. Right? Let's have them grow up.
And then we get Okarun and Momo smash it.
Fucking wedding. Have it end with like a wedding or some shit. I'd be into it.
Wow. Yeah, no, that'd be awesome. I actually really I feel like the whole idea of like the time skips or, you know, them growing up.
The Shonen Jump way of
Just
doing
that
things.
way of doing it, yeah.
The time skip that we always have.
Because I feel like that's just always like cool, like to see them grow up, you know, like, and
I
most
agree.
of the time they become a badass. So it's like, hell yeah, you know.
And well, change is interesting.
It
you
is.
know, like, change is interesting. There's a reason why good storytelling involves character arcs. You know what I mean? And when all this stuff is happening, like, it's really hard to show character arcs when they're just constantly in death-defying situations. Like, there's really no chance for them to grow.
Yeah.
So then, like, if we skip ahead, you know, it gives us a chance to see their growth without, like, having to, like, be bored
Yeah.
with, like, you know, Nami on an island learning how to fucking make a cloud out of her staff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
we don't care. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. What do you think? So like we're talking about change, right? And you're saying we like the idea of change in our media.
For sure.
But can you recognize the idea like people don't in real life don't like change?
They
You know
absolutely
that?
do not.
So
I
like,
don't.
What do you think? Okay, so this is interesting. So like, why do you think we like change in our media? Like we like character arcs and development, but not in real life.
Well, I can't speak for everybody, but me personally, I like it because I don't like it in real life. You know what I mean? I can live vicariously through these characters and like not have my world get thrown upside down.
Okay, so you think it's more like a comfort thing is definitely one thing. And do you feel like maybe the change is not as cool as it is in the stories? Is that part of it? Yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, listen, I've had a lot of fun in my life,
Yeah.
sure, but I've never gone on like a fucking adventure that lasts 8 months that like, you know, introduced me to all these people and do all these crazy things, fuck a slime girl. I never got to do any of this stuff, right?
Well, not yet.
Right, well, hey, that's true. But, like, I can see it in my media, so, like, I'd rather do that, and not have to maybe get an arrow up my ass.
Okay.
Right.
We're going to have to meet a slime girl at a con.
I'm into it. I'm 100% into it.
This is our character development and arc.
Hey, you know what? There's something to be said for that, because even like a year and a half ago, I never would have mentioned a slime girl like this, but Survival Another World My Mistress has changed my life. So now, hey, all in.
Yep.
Talk about character growth.
Oh, that's great. Oh, man. 40 San's character development has been, he wants to fuck slime girls now. Awesome.
I
call
wouldn't call this my primary motivation. I would just say it's like a kink that develops.
No shame in that being your primary motivation.
Shame. I'm just saying.
I think that's a great primary motivation. I mean, that was probably my primary motivation a while ago, was fuck slime girls.
Yo, let's be real deal. Primary motivation is to meet any girls.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, slime girl is what's the word I'm looking for? Overly optimistic.
Yes. Delusional even?
Delusional, perhaps.
Hey, it is what it is. But
yep.
I think that there is something to be said about that, though, because a lot of times, like, okay, so it's kind of like with fear, right? Like, they always have the thing of, like, fear always leads back to the fear of death. The fear of doing anything is because of the fear of death. I think. I mean, maybe that's not proven, maybe that's not real, but I kind of agree with it.
Well, I mean, it makes sense because all the things that we fear, most of them can lead to death.
Yeah.
Like, we fear the dark because if we go out, we'll get hunted by a predator.
Yeah.
We fear falling because at the end of that fall, we're going to fucking die.
Yeah.
We fear the cold because it's going to get us sick and we're going to die. So that makes sense to me.
So, yeah, so, I mean, it's just interesting because, like, you listed a bunch of normal stuff, but, like, the fear of
spiders.
Being on camera.
Fear of being on camera.
Spider is a little more normal, but, like, these things in, like, our society now, like fear of being on camera, like social anxiety, all this kind of like fear of like.
Well, I think my fear of being on camera is an extension of social anxiety.
No, I think so too. But I'm just, it's interesting because like, fear deep rooted is a survival thing, right? Like you just said, we don't want to fall because we're gonna die. We don't want to go in the dark because we might get hunted. So it leads back from, cavemen, DNA.
Sure, survival
instinct.
Fight or flight, all that stuff.
Interesting now how we're ingrained into, like, this societal thing, and now it's like we have social anxiety, we have...
Now that we have, like, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're fine.
We've escaped that, like, constant fear of death.
Yeah.
We need to find other things to be afraid of.
Yeah.
Stuff that aren't even, like, worth...
Being afraid, being afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting.
You're right. It is interesting.
And then I kind of got off topic there, but I was relating fear to what we were just talking about with, I think, change. I kind of lost myself there in the fear talk, but because what were we just saying before I mentioned?
I don't remember. We were talking about fucking slime girls.
Slime. Oh yes. See, that actually helped. That's hilarious.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, I think so. There's someone named Hamza. He's a YouTuber. He's like big on. He's like a self improvement YouTuber, let's say. And he made a video once that I watched. And it was like, if you ever want to like get anything done, like you have a goal, right? Like let's say your goal is like, I want to go to the gym. Our goal is we want to make podcasts.
We want 1,000 subscribers.
We want 1,000 subscribers. We want to make this much money. Someone wants to do this, that. He's like, imagine your goal is in direct correlation to getting you pussy.
Okay, but I don't do anything to get pussy either, so.
Well, no, I know, but I guess I was relating it to the slime girl thing.
Oh.
like your driving force would be the slime girl, right?
Sure.
You just like correlate like I gotta be on camera to find the slime girl.
Get that slime girl.
To get that slime girl. So I think that's. I mean, you may not relate to it.
This took a weird turn.
No, you may not relate to it, but I definitely think like, yeah, that makes a fuck ton of sense to me.
I get it. It's just back to, it's the same. It's basically the same sentiment as you got to be in it to win it.
Yeah, yeah.
You gotta spend money to make money. You got to put yourself out there to get anything. It's all the same.
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah.
And you're right. You're right.
Hell yeah.
So like on that note, we're not. I'm intentionally putting off what I've been excited about this week because I want to read Oshinoko. So, but like since we're talking about what we are talking about, I'll bring up something I was going to bring up later in the episode. Okay. So like, and I think this also because we were talking about ways to like you personally were talking about like becoming yourself on microphone, like who is the T-cone that is represented in these shows and things like that. And one of my pieces of advice for you were like find a game, things like that, right? Yeah. Well, like, man, I had an idea that's stupid. Okay. It's a stupid fucking idea.
Let's fucking
hear it. And I love it and I want to do it, right?
Yeah.
Because like how fucking popular is anime dances? They're so fucking popular, right? So I think we should literally have our own. Okay. We should fucking make up some stupid nonsense fake J-pop song.
Yep.
And have John will choreograph a dance for us, and he'll teach it to us, and you and I will fucking make a video.
I love it, absolutely.
Literally, it's us doing a stupid thing where we're swinging our arms.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes. So that...
It's stupid.
And I need to add to that, I want to learn the pop-into choreography and do it.
I'll do that too.
I was literally thinking of that like either last night or the night before when I was driving home listening to that song. I'm like, it would be hilarious if me and 40 did this.
I would do it. I would absolutely do it. I can't learn it from watching it, but if like
I'm sure they have YouTube videos
or someone can learn it,
like
teach me.
Yeah,
I'm into it. Let's do it.
I mean, listen. I'm not expecting us to be perfect with it, so honestly, whatever we get out of it, I'm going to be happy with. As long as we're sitting there dancing and being stupid, it's going to be awesome.
I think so, too.
So I like that idea.
Yeah, how funny would it be if I was good at it?
That would be pretty awesome. That would be hilarious.
I doubt it.
Then, like, 4 years of Weeb would, like, have a metamorphosis right there, because now you would have to be a dancer if you were good at it.
Weeb dancer all of a sudden?
You would have to be.
I'll just start, like, making constant dance videos.
You would have to, right? Like...
You're not wrong.
At that point,
I'd be like, well, shit, I got to use every tool in the box.
Draw on the floor, from this. Like, holy cow, he's an amazing dancer. That's got to be,
Let's do this.
I love it.
Let's make a dance video. I asked John earlier how he felt about choreographing. Yep. He said he was into it, so I told him I'd talk to you.
Awesome.
So
awesome.
We'll get him in the vid.
If
we can get anybody else, it'd be great to get more people we can doing the dance in the video, right? Cut to different people doing it and shit.
Yep. I love it. John in the video is going to be hilarious.
John would love
This is John I know, right?
Yeah. Okay. He would love to be. John would love to do this.
Listen, that is going to be... I'm not going to be able to dance, because if I'm with him, watching him dance, I'm going to laugh my ass off the whole
if you're
time.
laughing but can still do the moves, I think it's okay, right? It's even better, because you'll look like you're having so much fun. Because that's another thing. So this is where the idea actually came from. Because I told you I was watching Love Live Superstar, right?
Yeah.
So I basically caught up with the show.
Okay.
And it's okay. Like I said, I'm not gonna say I love this show because again, it's like not.
Yeah.
I don't hate the music. It's the best I can say for it. But what it does a really great job of doing when they're doing these songs and the idol girls are all singing and dancing together.
You were talking about this, yeah.
They do a great job of animating joy.
Yeah.
You can tell these girls are having fun doing this. And from the footage I've seen of real idols and stuff, that's true for them too. They're enjoying it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, man, we should do that. That's where the idea came from of us to do a video.
I like it.
And because to me, I don't want it to just be serious. It has to be some some goofiness to it.
Absolutely.
So all I had time to show John was I just showed the very end of the Nokotan song when they're all dancing in a line.
I like it.
And the opening I showed him too.
I like it.
Right?
Yeah.
Me too. So here's what I'll need from you.
Okay.
Find some videos of anime dances or real people dances that are inspired by it so I can show John. Because there is a distinctly difference the style of arm movement and
So
everything is distinctly different than American.
So I was gonna
And
say
he doesn't know any of that.
yes.
So we need to find some stuff to educate him.
Okay, so the only thing with that is gonna be I think we're gonna have to hammer in on a genre almost, maybe not a genre, but like because like okay, so like the first thing that came to mind was Poppin' too. Like they move differently, like you're saying. Not only than American, but just people in general because they're animated.
Yeah. Maybe we just show them Idol stuff.
I think so because
Right?
I like the Idol stuff.
Okay. So that's it. Let's show him some fucking
do
Idol
Idol
shit.
stuff.
Yeah.
I like it. I
Okay.
like it.
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Should we get like? Should we go the distance and make a costume? Should we like make Idol dresses?
I think. Here's what I think we should do. I think we should start
Simple.
learn the dance, do the song, whatever. We can dress up a little bit. I don't know. Maybe find a skirt or something. You know, like I don't want to go too crazy. And then
Well, I don't want to go too crazy money wise.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So like, just dress up like so we could like just dress up, whatever.
Okay.
And then like if it really gets somehow popular or like we find that we're just gonna keep doing it, then hell yeah, let's dress up as idols. Like
That'd
what
be
the fuck?
funny. So not only are the Philosoweebs, we're also like a little idol dance
group?
unit.
That's what's gonna blow up. It's gonna be us. We're gonna become idols. They're gonna love us in like Cambodia or something. They're gonna be like
Dude.
50,000 people that just love Philosoweebs.
I'm into
idol
that.
group.
Let's go fucking play in Cambodia, baby. Have you ever heard of Ladybeard?
No.
He's this like dude, this big white dude with a beard who like dresses up in a dress and does like. It's not exactly idol music, but it's also like aggressive. It's interesting.
Okay.
He's a guy. He lives in Japan and he does this. It's strange.
He's a
But-
white guy that lives in Japan. You
Yeah.
said? Okay.
Yeah.
See, I know a guy. I have no clue what his name is, but I see him on like TikTok and Instagram all the time. Black guy, big jack, also has big beard. He's jacked. He puts on like the little cat filter, like Snapchat filter, where you have the cat ears and it, like makes your face cute. And he just like listens to like some little anime music, and he's like he's doing like all these movements. Like he'll do a little flex, but then he'll also do like the all the cutie shit.
That's
hilarious.
amazing.
And he moves like really good. Like he moves like
He's probably
the
really a dancer,
characters.
right?
So yes, yeah. So
Yeah.
there's some crazy talent.
I think
out
it's
there.
funny because like I've never been a dancer. I've never enjoyed dancing, but I cannot deny that it is fucking entertaining.
Yeah.
Like it truly is.
See,
entertaining.
I love dancing.
And especially
just
with
don't
my
do
weird
it.
look, it's a good juxtaposition.
It's definitely gonna be weird to see.
So you
dance.
like dancing?
I like dancing.
So
My
that's
sister
good.
used to dance in the living room all the time. She loved K-pop, so she would literally turn on the choreo. They had the choreography
She'd be
like
learning,
practices,
sure,
and
okay.
she just do it. And I just join her, and it was hilarious. And half the time it's like the girls like bending over, like grabbing their own ass. And
Right.
I'm doing that in my living room. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
this is fucking so much fun.
That's awesome.
And let me tell you, it is some crazy cardio.
Oh,
You're gonna be
I know that already.
Dying, bro.
I know that already. You can see them panting in between songs and shit.
It's crazy. So, but it's fun. It's hilarious. And if you're like just open about like being, which you are obviously,
I
like,
am,
being
dude.
goofy as shit. Like,
I've always said I'm not afraid of looking stupid.
yeah. So, that'll be fun. It's a good idea. I like it. Looking forward to it.
Hell yeah! All right, so we got to give John homework.
Yep.
Is what we got to do, and then you and I got to make a song.
Oh my god, that's gonna be fun too. This is all like folding together perfectly too, because I was just telling you how I loved watching streamers that are making music.
Well,
So-
I've been trying to make music this
Yeah.
whole time.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't want to stop. Like, just because
Yeah,
we're doing this
yeah.
other thing, like, I still want to make music.
Hell yeah.
So, and I thought it'd be a good excuse to do that as well.
So what do you think for the song? What do you want to do? Do you want to just find a beat and sing over it, or do you want
I'd
to
like-
make our own?
I'd like to at least give a
From
crack
scratch?
at making our own.
Okay.
If we
'Cause-
fail, we fail.
Okay.
Right?
Because the only thing I feel like is idol music is a lot of like EDM.
I know.
/ like all electronic stuff. Like you're not really hearing a live guitar or.
That's okay.
anything
I've
like
got
that.
electronic instruments.
So all right, but either way, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've got shit to play with.
Word.
And between the two of us, like one day we'll sit together and we'll just fucking play with music and see if we come up. Maybe what we'll do, maybe the best way to do it is we find a song that we like. I mean, maybe it's even poppin' to, whatever. And like just kind of come up with a similar sounding thing to that. You know what I mean? And not like steal it. We'll even say, hey, straight up.
Yeah.
I
I don't plan
maybe
to
that's
like.
the way to do
Yeah,
it.
I don't plan to like. I mean, I don't know about you. Well, no, I guess we should shoot for like making an original song because I was gonna say I don't plan to like release this as like a song.
Well, we're releasing it on YouTube,
I guess, yeah.
right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work, but I don't know. Whatever, we'll do it. We'll send it. We'll see what happens.
But it's also
later.
not about the song. The dance.
No, that's what I mean. It's for the
thing.
dance. Like I don't care so much about what happens to the song. Like I don't care like about copyright and all that shit.
Right.
Like,
if it is original and it's good and we want to do something with it, we take it from there.
Yeah.
Right. But just step one is just.
Yep. Put it together so we can dance to it.
I've already proven I can make a shitty beat. Right. We can at least make something.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Oh man. I'm not looking forward to that.
What do you mean? Why?
Because it'll be fun, but when I make music, I'm like a perfectionist.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get over that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to get over it. Yeah.
Look, as long as we're like on beat.
Yeah, I mean that's mainly what I care about. But
me too. I don't want shit sloppy. I want us to at least be on time.
Yep.
100%.
Got it.
So, which is also, incidentally, my biggest hurdle. Like, the fact that I'm, like, not a drummer, like, producing my own, like, just the percussion parts of the beat is very hard for me. Like, and that's why I have trouble keeping the percussion on beat.
When do you usually do it?
What do you mean when?
Like, when you're making a song.
I usually start off with the basic, with the basic beat.
But you start with drums, though?
Usually. Usually.
Okay.
Unless I come up with something I like.
You know how like BPMs and all that.
Of course I do, yeah, but I just suck at it.
Okay. Interesting.
Is what it comes down to. I think I have a better sense of melody than like just rhythm.
Okay.
And I don't think my sense of rhythm's bad, but like I'm just like a little off sometimes, and that little is annoying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
It's that weed, man.
It's not the weed. It's not the weed. It's me.
It's the white.
It's me. I haven't done the white in a long time.
No. I don't mean that white.
Oh, okay.
I mean your heritage white.
Oh. That's funny.
Oh, that's great.
That's funny.
I haven't done the white in a long time.
It's been a while.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Drug confessions.
Hey. Everyone's done something.
I've done quite a few somethings. You know. So, that's cool. All right, I'm excited to do this. I want to do a dance project.
Hell yeah.
It's fun and stupid.
Hell yeah.
And there's definitely people around who I know would want to be involved. So.
I like it.
Me too. That'll be cool. Hell yeah. All right. So shit, yeah, man. Anything else get you this week? Or was that kind of it?
No, I think that was it.
Okay. All right. For me, like there wasn't like a singular or anything that really like got me excited this week. The closest I came to excited was when the newest volume of Beaufort came in.
Oh, okay.
So that made me happy because I like reading that.
Nice.
But like I told you about it either last week or the week before. That show Blue Mibaro.
I remember the name.
It's about these dudes in pretty sure it's Kyoto, and like they're like samurai without a master. They're Ronin. Okay. And they all kind of get together and they form this group to like basically protect citizens, like kind of take it upon themselves to be citizens. And eventually they're getting like hired by the government basically to like do stuff. And it's interesting, like that's where they're at in the story right now. They had just gotten hired and they're like talking to somebody who's anti-government. And it's interesting because, you know, you talk about like their whole thing is they're trying to stop the government from letting in the Portuguese, basically.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Because they do a lot of shit. Like, you know, they steal people, bring them for slaves, all this stuff.
Yep.
But to do it, you know, they're killing representatives of the government and stuff like that. So like they're doing bad things for potentially good reason.
Vigilantes.
There's vigilantism, exactly. And then the main character is this kid who, like, he's got a brain, but he's not a fighter. Like, he's just learning swordsmanship. He can't fight, really, you know? But he's smart. And he's got really sharp intuition. So it's him, like, seeing this situation and, like, having to choose to go against this guy, even though there's a part of him that goes, well, I actually kind of agree with him. I wish these people weren't here to mess up our lives either. So it's an interesting It's an interesting thing,
Yeah,
you know?
It's the duality of like what is right, morals, stuff like that we always talk about.
Yeah, and he's like sitting there thinking about it, like as he's getting drowned.
Yeah.
And he like literally is drowned by this guy, right?
And then he gets isekai'd.
No, he comes. He doesn't. He's not drowned to death. They're able to get the water out of his lungs and he comes back to life. But like that's what's happening, you know. It's crazy. And like after he gets rescued, like the guy who rescues him, he like talks to him briefly, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna fight." And the other guy's like, "Man, you can't beat this dude." And like, there's a hair's breadth, and all of a sudden the guy, like we'll say the quote unquote good guy, the guy who's in the Miburo, is in his box, and his fucking blade's through his throat. Oh, wow. He's like, "Yeah, bye bye," and literally just beheads him in a second. It's a really amazing scene.
So the guy that got drowned did that to him?
No, the guy who did the drowning got beheaded.
Okay.
And his like superior is the one who did the beheading.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was very interesting.
Yeah, it sounds cool.
It's a really good show. I think you'd probably like it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of like right, wrong, good versus evil thing. You know, definitely.
Yeah.
So like yeah, I mean, there's something about it that keeps bringing my brain back to it and thinking about it. You know, because I will admit, like, if I find myself thinking about anime, most of the time it's like, let's just say stupid, for lack of a better way to put this. But like this one that actually has me thinking about things.
Okay.
You know, which is pretty cool. Yeah. I didn't think it was going to happen. And it's one of those shows that I had never heard of. I only watched because, here's a new season on Crunchyroll. Let's check out this first episode.
Got it.
So, yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised with this.
Cool.
Each week it's something else.
Nice.
So, yeah. On that note, I think we should pause this recording.
We'll read.
And I'm going to read the final chapter of Oshinoko.
I like it.
You cool with that?
I'm cool with it.
All right, let's do it. Okay, we're back. Wow, dude, I'm like, I don't know what to say. Like, I'm honestly shook.
Okay.
I'm a little bit of shook, but I'm also happy.
Okay.
It was good.
Good.
It didn't disappoint. I think it was probably the best it could be. You know,
that's what we look for in an ending nowadays. The best it could be.
Yeah, you know, because I think for it to be any better, honestly, would probably ruin the story that had been told up until then. You know, I think for it to be any better would be like pure sentimentality, and I think that they were able to tell a story that does not pull its punches, that is very honest.
Yeah, that's what I like. That's what I like. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I think that's like the best I can say without spoiling. Yeah, I loved it.
Good.
Hands down, Oshinoko remains one of my favorite things ever created.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yep. And like, you know, I mean, I said I want Dan Dan to go on forever. I don't truly mean that. Like, I like when a story ends and it is a good story. You know what I mean? So
you can't be dragging it, yo. You can't be dragging it.
No, can't drag it out. Like, One Piece is too long.
Yeah.
You know, I've only made it 600 something episodes because there's so many.
Yeah.
Like, that'll never happen to Oshinoko. You know, people will be able to finish it.
Yep.
Damn, it's over. I'm going to have to find a new obsession.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm shook.
Yeah.
I am, yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Yeah. Oof. All right. I'm glad we did that. That was fun.
Cool.
Fucking good.
He's really hurting. I can
like,
see him like.
Yeah. There's something that happened that hurts.
It's like a part of you is missing now.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Honestly, you're not wrong. Like, I did look forward to reading it.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow. Wow.
I mean, because I read a lot of manga, but like most of the stuff I read, like current with, I don't love a lot of the manga that's going on right now. Like, there's a handful I do for sure, but most of it is just kind of, you know, what's what I'm looking for? Like, just spending time, just kind of wasting time reading manga. You know, I don't like love it like I did this.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you know,
yeah. That's kind of like how I feel with Kagurabachi. Like, I like it. I'm enjoying reading it, but like, I don't love it.
You don't love it.
There's nothing. There's no depth to it yet, at least. But I even think then, like, they're probably not going to get much depth. It's just going to be another Jujutsu Kaisen, sadly. Hopefully, it'll be better than that. But
well, it won't take much.
But but
sorry.
No, that's okay. But like definitely like Oshi. Yeah, it's a depth-filled thing.
It's meaningful.
Yeah.
It's meaningful, yeah. I guess I really only have one question, but I can't say anything about it. I can't actually tell you what that question is.
Got it.
So,
well,
yeah.
We'll see later on.
Yeah.
Once I get caught up.
It'll be a while if you're just going to read release.
I was thinking about reading it on here.
Okay.
We'll see what happens. I mean, I think we both agree. Like, I just love to hold the book.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
And like, so the other one, another one that I think has something to say. I haven't fully figured out what it is yet, but I know I've told you a little bit about it. Akane Banashi.
Okay.
That is really good. That's the one I told you. That's about Rakugo. Okay. Do you remember what I'm talking about? Rakugo is like a person sits on a cushion on stage, like perfectly still, basically, and tells a story.
No.
It's really interesting. It's like an old, like storytelling art form. And it's like really like elitist and, rigid structure, right? And it opens up with this girl, like her father was trying to become, like climb up the master, go up. And instead he gets basically like fired. Like this whole class, instead of graduating, gets like removed. Like they're not allowed to go anymore. So she's like mad about it and wants to prove that his Rakugo is good. So she becomes a pupil of his old master. And eventually, like right before she graduates high school, she becomes, I think it's called Shinuchi. It's like the lowest. No, Zenza's lowest. I don't remember. Who cares? Whatever. She becomes the lowest ring. And, it's about her like learning new stories and trying to climb up the role and like basically like earn respect. Like find out why exactly her father lost his place and like show that he never should have. Like that's kind of the gist of it. And it's really great because like they go full into like each Rakugoka's story, right? It'll show them up on their stage and it'll depict the story. It'll change the art form and like show old Edo and like all this stuff, and it's really beautiful. And cool. And the stories in them are real Rakugo stories. Yeah. So it's cool because like you're learning about this art form that Americans have never heard of. Yeah. And we're like getting these stories that have literally been told for, hundreds of years or whatever. It's really fucking cool. I really like it. It's really well drawn. The character's really like, she's really funny and like, she definitely goes against the grain of your typical like, it's a Shonen Jump book too. So she goes against like that protagonist mold to a certain extent. Like, one of the issues, like someone called her pretty or something like that, and she's just like flat out refuses to accept it. She's like, I am not pretty, blah, blah, blah. So like, it's like that kind of book. It's never sexualized. It's not about that at all. You know what I mean? It's really interesting. But it's also really well drawn. Like there's this fucking like middle-aged woman, Rakugoka. She's hot as hell. So, it is well drawn. But it's, so it's like wholesome, but also it's got this good drama. It's got this history and literary bent to it. So I guess that would be, now that I lost Oshi, that's the most meaningful thing I'm following now. I guess.
Got it.
Because I don't think a sex comedy counts.
Hey, I mean, if there's meaning in it.
I don't know if there is.
Meaning's meaning, I guess.
I'm reading a few of them, but I don't think... Yeah, it's pretty cool. I definitely can suggest it. And I look forward to the day it's an anime because it's going to be interesting. It'll be a visually interesting show for sure.
Cool.
And, it will be. It's popular enough. It's a Shonen Jump property. It'll get animated.
Word.
Right?
Hell yeah. Dope.
Right?
Yeah.
We'll be talking about that a lot if it gets animated.
Yeah.
Because I really do predict it'll be like an elusive samurai. Like if the right company gets that, it should be very cool.
Dope.
Yeah.
Look forward to it.
Hell yeah.